Modern Women Part 6. With the government making polygamy illegal and prostitution illegal, the government now had cornered men. They'd cornered the men to where if the men wanted sexual access, they wouldn't be able to just pay for it and move on, especially if they weren't prepared to be fathers or so on. And then if the men wanted to get into a relationship or start a family, they could only have it through one woman. You know what I'm saying? So the government limited the ability of a man to access the women. You know what I'm saying? And then 1920 came where the female vote was given. And rather than the government giving women a vote where it made sense to their effect on the society, the government wanted to further continue it, what it was doing by limiting and cornering the men and determining what the men can and can't do and how reliable, how a woman could rely on them. The government implemented the female vote to give the women the same vote as the men, basically rendering the male vote worthless because the women didn't have to focus on the politics, the wars and fighting or building of the country, and they could basically have the same vote as the men. And what this did is it basically made the male vote worthless. And then what it did is for the women, in participating in a vote that would, that the men had so much responsibility when it comes to maintaining the country, the direction of the country. And now the women could vote the same as the men without any of the responsibility nor accountability. The women saw it as worthless. It made the men worthless so much, a lot more. But what happened to reach where we are now was no-fault divorce in around 1969. And of course, before then, the welfare state of how the government deemed the only way to access your state taxes to help you out was if the man was out the house. So what happened with no-fault divorce, where the woman's emotions, now the woman has all the legal advantage, the same rights that make the men's rights worthless with the voting. Then the woman is the only accessible way, one woman, for sex and to start a family. It cornered the men. And now if the women marry a man, they could easily destroy that.